Hey there, it's Waste Potential 616 back again. Turns out I had loads of time in that last video, so I didn't really need to rush all of those. Sorry if that was a bit of a disappointment, that last review, but there we go. Hey, say la vie, it's perfect. So I can take my time a little bit with this one because I've got 2 more books to go through. Let's start with Batman 702, and it's part of that R.I.P. the Missing Chapter storyline. And what Grant Morrison does here is he sort of fills the gaps between Batman R.I.P., Final Crisis, and he tries to link what was going on in Final Crisis to the whole Return of Bruce Wayne thing. And that's in the latter part of the comic book, and I did enjoy that. The thing is, this is a nice package, it's written by Grant Morrison, and Tony Daniel is brilliant art on this. The thing that makes this book suffer, I think, is, I read Final Crisis, I've finished reading R.I.P., but a lot of this is scenes from Final Crisis with Batman talking over it, and it just seems like, I've read most of this comic book, and it does suffer from that. I really do think so. But there are cool moments, because it's sort of all these scenes, and it's narrated by Batman, and it's a message he's sent out for them to read now, or hear now, by Superman. And his reaction to sort of all this craziness going on, there's a bit where it says, look, I trained myself for street crime, not, alien gods and all of this is your world sort of thing. And I think it's really good, because even though sort of Batman's so confident, so intelligent, he's only a man after all, and that is handled very well. But as I say, the first half, it's just bits and pieces from various issues of Final Crisis, so not very original. It's still done quite well. There's bits from R.I.P. as well. And I do like, towards the end, how Grant Morrison is trying to explain exactly what's going on with the Return of Bruce Wayne, how it links to Final Crisis. But I think the audience needs a bit more answers, which hopefully is going to be in Return of Bruce Wayne series. But all in all, a good package. It just felt like I read most of it before. Okay, now, it's a recent comic. Basically, it's S.H.E.I.L.D. #1, the director's cut. I missed out on S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, and it's Hickman, sort of one of my favourite writers at the moment. And while I've enjoyed S.H.I.E.L.D. issue 2 and 3, I felt a little bit lost because I hadn't read the first issue, which is this, basically. And it's brilliant. It's, the artwork is just brilliant. Dustin Wiggins does a great job, and it's just such an interesting idea, that the Marvel universe, all this crazy shit was still, going on throughout, established history, and that sort of key historical figures did interact with Galactus or the Brood, or the stuff with the Brood is just brilliant, and the artwork's great. Look at this splash page, really good. There's a cool little cameo by Apocalypse as well. It's just a nice little touch, and this is just great. It's we have this character, Leonid, who sort of like takes the position of the reader, even though he's powerful, he's got these mysterious powers. I'm not quite sure yet, but he's just getting introduced to this crazy world, to this crazy history, and it's really interesting stuff. This is something very special here, So the first issue was great, and I'm really glad I picked this up. Now, this is a director's cut, so it has some sketch material at the back, and you know, some character bios, intro, you know, not bad. Some sketches, you know, but I was a bit disappointed with that. You know, I've read a few director's cuts before, and I know some people don't like this, but I like to see comic book scripts and to get an idea of the process, you know, and the writer leaves a little note to the artist, says, you know, just various little things here and there. I like to see how it works, and that's what I expect to see when I get a director's cut comic. But I didn't get that. All I got was sketches and character bios. So, as a director's cut, it's really quite disappointing. But as a first issue to this amazing series, it's great. I kind of feel, I could be wrong, that the reason why this director's cut was so doughy is just basically, you know, loads of people missed the first issue, and I think Marvel knew this, you know. I've been waiting for reprints to come out for ages and whatnot. So I think they felt they didn't need to put too much effort in. All they needed to do was just do the issue, you know, and a couple of extras. But by no means I would call this a director's cut. But it doesn't matter too much because there's just so much cool stuff going on in there. Such cool ideas, and I can't wait to see how this story pans out. So there we go. And finally, I'm going to go and get some sleep because I've got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. Anyway, look after yourselves, guys. Bye.